My senior year in high school, I didn't miss any days, perfect attendance, because I didn't want to go home. As a teen, my direction was a very lonely direction. My high school track meets, there was no one from my family there. Even my high school graduation, no one was there. And I was always a loner. If I go through my life as a child on up, never been really loved. I felt I'd never been really loved. My parents had never told me they loved me. How can you love if you've never been loved? I felt that I was set up for failure. How can you go through life not being loved and think you're supposed to be successful? Some people grow up poor and they achieve. But you know something? Those ones that achieved had someone to love them in their life. I didn't. Went to Norfolk State College for a couple of years after high school. And then my grades started dropping. That was the decline of my life there. Not thinking positive, not being positive, not being serious about things that I could do in life. Life was always up and down issue for me. Thought everything was a party and a joke and I could bounce back. Well, I had youth on my side and I did bounce back a couple of times. Later on in life, things started being more down than up. So it led me to fights of depression because there were more downs than ups. So I fit in with the people that was using drugs, the homeless sector. And that's where I feel comfortable. I said, oh, I'm not judged here. They're not gonna judge me as long as I can blend in, as long as I have a little money, I will be accepted. I won't be judged, I won't be criticized. And that's where I felt comfortable. And I felt comfortable there for, God, a good 10 years. I had no friends, no one to talk to about being positive. And didn't want any. You didn't do drugs, I didn't want you in my life. Because I felt that I was a loser and I had nothing to gain by trying to do what you would say the right thing. I never was the type of person that would lie, cheat, and steal for money for my drug habit. Now, although I couldn't fit in with society, or I didn't fit in with society, I still had principles and morals. A lot of people are curious about homeless people. They're curious. You know what I mean? You look at the negative part of it, somebody pulling a cart, and they haven't took a bath in a month, or they need to shave or have a nasty attitude. Those are the negative things that people look at when they look at homeless people. Some homeless people have more morals and respect than what you call your quote-unquote normal people. I've seen homeless people read the Bible. I've seen them pray. And that's the difference between a homeless person. They're more humble. They have time, for one thing. They don't have to worry about a job or worry about their bank account. They have time for God. Maybe that's one reason why God looks at the poor so much, because they know the poor has nothing but God. That's what the poor has. I'm no different from any other homeless person that became addicted on drugs. But through the grace of God, I was trying to reach out and find someone to care about me. I can remember walking down the street, people locking the doors, walking down the street. I've even had one man told me, walk on the other side of the street. What? Walk on the other side of the street. I'm a United States citizen, I'm a Vietnam veteran. But just because the stigma of me being homeless, he didn't want his family to even walk past me. It's easy for people to kick you when you're down. And trust me, people do it. For someone to say, well, you know something, you're different. All you need is some motivation. All you need is someone to care about you. And you can get up on your feet. You can do anything anybody else can do in the world. That's when my spirituality played an important part. I read my Bible and I said, oh, God cares about the poor. He would help the poor. Well, I had someone to care about me then. So when people really down homeless people, they're downing people that God will choose. And man has nothing to do with that. Man has nothing to do with choosing a poor person. And that's what makes God so wonderful. Man has nothing to do with the judgment or the salvation of another human being. And that's the hope that a poor person has when they're on drugs and alcohol. God forgives. Man sometimes don't forgive. My addiction follows me the rest of my life. But God says your slate is clean.